Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the time may be that this is. My name is Willie Hutch Jones, doctor involved in that also. I run a non-for-profit organization which is about 39 years old, called the Willie Hutch Jones Educational Sports Programs. We've been doing free educational and sports related skill camps and so forth in the Buffalo area now. Again, it's 39 years, and our key thing is we do everything for free. I'm still kind of angry inside, just kind of rejected about a lot of things that have occurred, because I kind of think that, you know, if we really realize what's going on in the world, we should have a better sense of security and surveillance going on. But for a person to come from somewhere else in the state of New York or anywhere else and to come to my community and to do an awful thing like that, it just pisses me off, and it's still hard to sometimes go by that tops there. A tear came out my eye, because it's just amazing how one person, and I really believe it's more than one person behind that, because something like that is not just one individual type thing, and it's other parties involved. It may be a parent, it may be social media, but it's other people that, you know, formulate ideas like that into individuals' heads. I commend the community and all the advocates out there who are, you know, passing out food, who are come to the aid of those people, and I'm still kind of angry about what happened. My feelings on segregation is that, you know, I feel that no matter who you are, what you're doing, I don't care what color you are, what religion you are, you should be able to live where you want to live. You should be able to go to the type of schools you want to go to. You shouldn't be at a disadvantage because you're African American and this school in your district or whatever doesn't have this, you know, the quality of education as somewhere else, maybe out in a suburban area. All of that, no, it shouldn't be that way, because at the end of the day, we all bleed. We all are creatures of the supreme being above. So the segregation part, no. But if it's been that long, that embedded into the annals of history, okay, you can go all the way back to the founding fathers when they came and they wrote up the Constitution that we all supposedly live by, and then you look at it and they categorize somebody as a 3/5, not a whole of a person, then you know something was there in place already. And it's going to be very difficult, don't get me wrong, but very difficult to make a major change when you've had all of these years of this type of, some people say apartheid, some people say racism, but it's there. And it's going to be difficult to change that. I've seen some improvements. Some of the improvements may just be awareness. You know, a lot of people don't realize that these things are going on because maybe, number one, they're too high up and they live a different lifestyle, or maybe they just weren't aware, you know, there's various reasons why people are not aware. Maybe they're not around them. Maybe they don't have multi-racial friends and so forth, you know, so they don't see how the other side is, you know. In a sense, they're kind of stuck in the ivory tower. Maybe they don't watch the news regular. Maybe they just watch maybe one channel even, but you know, sometimes when you get an international picture, then you can see the real thing, because a lot of things happen in other arenas before they even get to the United States. So because of some of these instances, more resources that should have been in place are now getting put into place. And it may be because some people are feeling guilty now. It may be because some people have a real heart, you know. And when I say some people, that's people of all colors, races, and everything. To me, it's not a black-white issue. It's just those who have and those don't have kind of an issue. And again, those who have really don't want to share and give it up to those who don't have, because then life might be uncomfortable for them. Love, you know, conquers all. I really believe that. In a person who's got love in their heart, they're at peace of mind. And at the end of the day, when you lay down and you report back to your supreme being or whatever, you know, you got to have that. Evil is just such a negativity in life. It'll make you maybe even become an alcoholic, get into drugs or whatever, because it's evil. Love, I believe, is power in love and harmony and peace of mind. You know, you're a human being. I don't care if you're tall, you're short, you're thin, you're ugly, whatever, you with the bras, whatever, but you should be respected just because you are a human being. And that's what it boils down to. don't be so scared, you know, have a conversation. I'm open myself to have a conversation with you, because at the end of the day, I'm not scared of you, because everybody's got one life to live, and hopefully you live it the right way. I got love in my heart. You may have hate in your heart, but sometimes in life it's okay to agree to disagree. But at the same time, you should not go out and affect other people's lives by killing them or anything like that. Let's have a conversation. Here's what I want you to think about. When my son goes to school and I see him playing, he comes up and goes up and down the street, he's playing with white kids, little Puerto Rican kids and all that. Kids, why is it that little kids like that can have fun together? They're not caught up. So I think the caught up part of this is things that are being ingrained, and I want you to hear me clearly, things that are being ingrained maybe in you or have been in you, or you're trying to ingrain into other people, that it's not. It's not that way. We're all human. So think for yourself, bottom line. And I think that things like this interview, I don't know how many people out there, but keep replaying it, whatever, so that some of these ideas of what I'm speaking about can marinate to them. Be vocal. Realize that your vote has power, and just don't give your vote to somebody. Just make them be accountable. In publicity. We don't want publicity and PR because of a travesty or something that happened tragically. Just go out, be vocal, speak your mind, speak your piece, because don't fear nothing but God in this thing, because at the end of the day, everybody got to go up and see him. So don't be walking around life scared. Speak your piece. I think money has a lot to do with it, and it needs to be done, because if you walk up and down that east side, you see there's a lot of people there with hope, and there's money out there, but it's again who controls that flow of that money, and where's that money directed to? It's not being directed to Landon and Jefferson. Let's reconstruct the infrastructure is the key thing. Get working on that infrastructure and look at it fairly and honestly. If you got $100, $100 shouldn't, well, we should say maybe $75 shouldn't be sent out to the canal side area in South Buffalo or something like that. Distribute it evenly, because you got people living there in all areas, and just appropriate it the right way. You almost got to point the fingers at the politicians. That's where it's got to come down to it. It's an area that needs money, give it to them. But with this tragedy, now the cameras, even the president, came and saw this. So shame on you for letting it get like that. My message to you all is, number one, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. You continue to be a fighter, because as time goes on, people who have a major voice are eliminated, as I said earlier. But you can have hope, and you treat people the right way, so that at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. But stay a fighter. Don't let nobody mistreat you. Don't let no mistreat your family, your relatives, or anybody like that. But have an open mind. Look at both sides of everything, you know what I mean? And stay focused. Don't sleep. That's the bottom line for you all, especially you young people, because you are now the head of a lot of movements globally. So as you lead correctly, don't get distracted, don't sell yourself out, and just remember your ancestors. In conclusion, I'd just like to say thank you for, I don't know if you stayed on tune for this whole thing, but I'm sure it's interesting, and you can reach out. I'm available. Again, I have an organization here in Buffalo area that we would love to service your children for free. And that's about love right there, when you're not charging people to do things like that. And I always want to say, if you don't own something, then you kind of messed up. It's like being a renter in a sense. So you can own your own, no matter if it's a grocery store like the African American Co-op or whatever it may be out there. Own your own, and then that way you can't be manipulated to the fullest extent. And that's it. So go to work, get what you need to get, be proud of it, earn it the right way, and cherish. Have a great day.